Of all the magnificent men and women of the Bible, why would I pick Jonah to write my novel, Jonah in the Time of the Kings? Well, here's something you might not realize. Jonah was a hero, a man full of courage. He gets a bad rap. That's what I think. You see, God sent Jonah to the most wicked and violent city on the face of the earth. How many of us would walk into a city like that? Now, I will admit that at first he didn't want to go. But he got over it and he went. And it wasn't because he was afraid. That's not why he didn't want to go. His message that he was to deliver for God on his behalf was a little bit at cross purposes with what Jonah thought he was supposed to be doing, which was bringing Israel back to God. The second thing about Jonah, which is so wonderful, is this. It's the story of relationship. First and foremost, the theme running through Jonah is God's love for all mankind. Secondarily, it's the story of one man's relationship with God. And Jonah had a unique and a close relationship with God. As a matter of fact, I think he spoke to God in a way that most people wouldn't even think of. And yet God allowed him to get away with it because they were so close. It was almost as if it was a father-son or employer-employee relationship. And Jonah was determined to do God's will. It's just that he had to make sure that it was the same one that fit up with what he thought should be going on. So Jonah had a mind of his own at times, but when all was said and done, he did what God asked him to do. And he went to that wicked and violent city, and he proclaimed God's message to the Ninevites.